This week on MC Rider, let's talk about dropping your motorcycle and some of the most common reasons that people drop their motorcycle when coming to a stop. Make sure and watch till the end of this video because I've got some news about a soon-to-be released special edition of MC Rider and a big announcement concerning MC Rider as well. First, and probably the biggest reason that riders drop their motorcycles at stops is because the handlebars are not square when they complete the stop. So the handlebars are turned to the left or the right. That can be caused by the rider just not squaring the handlebars up, or, a slight incline or decline on the road causes that front tire to shift a little bit when you come to a stop. Make sure the handlebars are square when it comes to a stop. So that last second when the forks compress and they rebound, if the handlebars are a little bit out of square, that's going to want to make the motorcycle fall over in that direction. The taller the motorcycle is for the given rider, or the weight of the motorcycle is going to make that much more difficult to recover from. So make sure those handlebars are square and straight when coming to a stop, especially if you ride a larger motorcycle. Next, where the rider is looking when they come to a stop has a big impact on the rider's overall balance. So if you've got your head turned left or right when you come to a stop, it's going to make the motorcycle want to fall over in that direction. That was a big thing when teaching new rider classes. Riders often, they're pulling up next to the rider and coach to come to a stop, and they immediately look to that instructor for directions or to see how they did. And the motorcycle wants to fall over in that direction because they're not keeping their eyes straight. When you get out on the road, that's why so many riders drop motorcycles at gas pumps or even on bike nights, because that rider's distracted looking at the pump, to see how close they are, or looking at their fellow riders at a bike night, and they drop their motorcycle because they're not keeping those head and eyes straight when they come to a stop. So head and eyes straight when coming to a stop is going to have a big impact on your balance when stopping a motorcycle. As you're approaching the place where you want to come to a stop, you want to pay attention to the slope of the road surface, especially if there are any dips in that road surface, or if the side that you're going to put your foot down on is lower, so it's sloping down in that direction. That's going to have a big impact on your balance when you come to a stop, because when you go to put your foot down, if the surface is a little bit lower than you're expecting, your foot's not going to make contact with the pavement when you expect it to, and that causes the motorcycle to get out of balance really quickly. One of the biggest factors in dropping a motorcycle is the size and weight of the motorcycle relative to the riding skill of the rider. Now notice I didn't say relative to the size of the rider, though that does have some bearing in their ability to, keep the motorcycle upright. But smaller riders can ride larger motorcycles, but it's going to be much more important for them to have the proper technique to do so without dropping the motorcycle. If you put an unskilled rider on a large motorcycle, they're much more likely to drop that motorcycle. The bigger and taller and heavier the motorcycle is, the less forgiving that motorcycle is going to be to poor riding technique. That's why I always recommend that new riders start out on a smaller bike that's more forgiving of poor technique. And then when they can ride that smaller bike well, they've got the good technique down, then they're ready to move up to a bigger sized motorcycle that's going to be a little less forgiving of poor technique than a smaller one would be. Also remember that moving up in size in a motorcycle is not mandatory. I rode all over DFW Metroplex for several years on a Ninja 650R. I'd consider that a mid-sized to smaller motorcycle, and it had plenty of power to keep up with all the traffic in the DFW area. Besides, mid-sized bikes and motorcycles are cheaper to own and to operate. Oftentimes they're more fun to ride, and they're great motorcycles to commute on. I commuted a lot of years on that Ninja 650R, and if that's what you want to do is commute on a motorcycle, man, a mid-sized bike really fits that bill. So it's not mandatory to move up in size no matter what your friends say or that guy at the bike night wants to tell you. Most motorcycles 500 cc's or bigger can keep up with the flow of traffic under almost any riding conditions. So as what's become a tradition now, I've got a special edition of MC Rider that's coming out Monday morning, April 1st at 8 a.m. Central. I'll set the video up as a premiere video so that we can all watch it together when it comes live on Monday morning. I think you'll get a kick out of this video, and if nothing else, it'll give you a chance to laugh at me a little bit. You'll get to see MC Rider in a whole new light. when that video comes out Monday morning. Also, I've got a huge announcement that's going to be at the end of that video on Monday morning, and I know that you guys will want to know about that. Something that a lot of you have been asking for quite a while, and something we're finally going to be doing here at MCrider. But if you're a member of MCrider and you've been following the forums closely, you likely already know what this announcement will be, and you can head over to the forums right now, and you can take advantage of the announcement before it goes live on Monday morning. So all the members are going to get a little bit of a head start. Just go to the forums and look for the special announcement thread, and you can find all the details there on the forums on how to take advantage of this. If you just can't wait for the information to come out and you're not a member, you can go to mcrider.com/member. You'll get instant access to the forums and the field guide, and you'll get access to the special announcement also. But let me say this, the members of MCrider may know about that special announcement, but they don't know about this video that's planned for Monday morning. I think this is going to catch a few of you off guard. In fact, it's caught my family off guard a little bit as well, the ones who have seen it here around the house. But I don't ask this often. It really does help the channel. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. You'll get notification when that video goes live Monday morning and all future MCrider videos. Or you can go to mcrider.com/mail and you can sign up for the email newsletter. It's totally free of charge, and I'll email you a link to every video that comes live on MCrider, and the one that goes live on Monday morning, you'll get an email notification about that as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday morning. I think you'll get a kick out of that video. Till Monday, this is Kevin with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road. There's a whole lot more to MCrider than just the weekly videos. Go to mcrider.com/member. You'll get instant access to the forums and the field guide. You get ad-free MCrider videos and a whole lot more. Go to mcrider.com/member for all the details.